What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Good day, everyone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Talk Football. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How are we doing? Welcome back to Hanssen Media. Let's Talk Football. And today we're having a very interesting and kind of more personal, I would say, conversation about how to thrive under pressure. And this one in particular, we'll be talking about the Saka, Sancho, and Marcus Rashford situation. So if you guys don't know, which I believe that most of you do, but for the sake of the people that are not aware, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Bukayo Saka missed decisive penalties in the England versus Italy Euro2020 final, and it all hell went loose, to be honest. And it was a really difficult situation for Saka in particular, because not only did he have to face the most difficult situation that he might go through, because imagine you're 19 years old and you have your country on your shoulders, and basically your country depends on you on the most decisive kick in a cup final in front of millions of fans. That is difficult. It requires a lot of mental strength, and very few people end up thriving in that type of a situation, in that type of pressure. And I'm gonna give you guys tips on how to thrive under pressure. And before we get into the tips, I want to give a massive shout out to Athlete Mentality. They're available on Instagram. I've spoken about them before, and this will not be the last time I'm talking about them. They, in my opinion, they're the best mental health Instagram page for athletes. They bring so much valuable content, and if you follow us on Instagram, a couple months ago we shared the best 15 pages on Instagram for athletes and everyone to follow. They were in the list. So massive shout out to Athlete Mentality. Now let's get into the video. So first tip on how to thrive under pressure is being calm. You know, the quicker you think, the more the chances you have of failing. If you think about it, if you're being put in a situation where you have to make quick decisions and you rush into the decision, it's more likely that the decision that you end up making will not be as productive, will not be as fruitful, because the more pressure you put on yourself, the more likely you are to lose it, right? I just want you guys to think about it, like any situation. Let's say you have an exam, and let's say a teacher comes to you and tells you that there's a surprise test, right? The surprise test, and you start panicking. And you write the test, and at the end of the test you're like, I forgot everything I studied. I knew almost all of these things, but then I ended up forgetting. The reason to that is because you panicked and you started like rushing into conclusions, rushing into decisions. Totally different from when you're being told, okay, you have a surprise test. You keep yourself calm, you keep yourself composed, you keep yourself focused, and you try to, you try to just be calm and be relaxed. Just being relaxed and stuff. That helps. That really helps. And by the end of the test, you might find that you've actually done much better than you thought, or much better than you would have expected, right? So I'm gonna give another different scenario that elaborates the importance of being calm. And this one specifically was a tweet by Gair Jordet. I do not know how to pronounce his name, but he's a professor in Norway or Sweden, and he's a professor for sports science, and he also deals with the psychology of sports and athletes. He tweeted something on Twitter that was again shared by Athlete Mentality on Instagram, and it says players in the Euro tournament that took penalties, the ones that took more time to react from the whistle, like the moment the referee blew the whistle, the players that took more time, such as Pogba and Andrea Bellotti, that both took almost 6.5 seconds before taking the kick, 6.5 seconds after the whistle was blown, before taking the kick. They scored. They had a higher chance of success because they were calm, they were relaxed. Totally different from a player like Mbappe, Sergio Busquets, Rodri, and Alvaro Morata, who all took less than 0.5 seconds to react to the whistle. So you can tell the ones that took their time, the ones that were more calm, they had a higher success rate as in comparison to the ones that had a lower, that actually reacted quicker. And though their stats that we're gonna put on the screen for you, and you can just have a look. We'll also link down the post in the description so that you can have a look at it and see them for yourself. But it's you can quite see that being calm and being more composed, being more relaxed, especially in situations of pressure, when you have a higher rate of success, when you're more calm, when you're more relaxed, and it will just help you thrive under pressure. So that's the first tip: be calm. And the second thing is being positive. So it's pretty much cliche, but the more you think positive, the more likely you are to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, right? Because one thing Andrea Pirlo once said, football is 90%, it's mainly mental. I think he said it's 90% mental and 10% body. And he also said that in football, it's mainly mental and your body is just a tool. I don't remember who exactly said the first one that I said. I don't think it was Andrea Pirlo. But there was one quote that was said that football is 90% mental, 10% physical. And the second quote, this one was by Andrea Pirlo, who said most of football is played in the brain, in your head, and your body is just a tool. So with that said, if you fill up your brain with positivity, if you fill up your brain with good words and good, just speaking good energy, speaking fruitful productivity, envisioning yourself being successful, it's gonna happen eventually. It might not exactly happen, but you have a higher rate and you have a higher success chance than a person that thinks negatively. A person that will think, nah, I can't do it, nah, I can't get this, nah, I can't get that. He will not achieve as much as a person that will think positive, even if the person that thinks positive is less talented than the person that thinks negative. I'm going to tell you guys another research that was done by students in the UK, where they compared a group of people that had positive thoughts. Well, they just told them to think as many positive things as they can, and they told these people and another group of people to think as much negative as they can. And then they gave them different tasks to do, and they measured the success rate from the person that was thinking positive and the person that was thinking negative. And here are the results. Positive emotions affect our brain chemistry and actions. It can lead to enhanced creativity, staying focused, problem-solving skills, and overall mental productivity. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't want that, especially when you're in a situation of pressure. Because as it says, it improves overall mental productivity and problem-solving skills and staying focused. When you're in a situation of pressure, one thing that you want to do is stay focused. So when you think positively, you're gonna eventually be focused. Now, I'm not trying to say that all these players that missed these penalties were thinking negatively. Heck no. Look at Marcus Rashford, for example. A lot of people were questioning Southgate's decision of bringing in Marcus Rashford in the last minute for the penalty shootout, or Jadon Sancho. Guys, come on, think about it. If you're a coach, you're heading into penalties. One player that you want to have taking those penalties. Number one is Marcus Rashford. Look at Marcus Rashford's record. He has missed only 2 penalties in his whole career. He's missed 2 penalties. Jadon Sancho has been taking penalties for Borussia Dortmund, I think. Hasn't missed a penalty. So obviously they are really reliable players. And it's not that they were thinking negatively, but sometimes you just face competition that is really good, and you just end up having to acknowledge your competition, or acknowledging the quality and level and ability of your competition. Now, with that said, most likely, if you think positive in a difficult situation, it is more likely for you to succeed in it. I'll give a personal experience. In 2018, I was playing for my school team at the time. We had this tournament, and we made it all the way to the final, and we got into penalty shootouts. The game ended up at 2. It ended at 2-2 after extra time, and we got into penalties. So we took the first 5 penalties. Everyone had taken a penalty. So the 6th penalty for our team. For our team. I was like, I'm gonna go take it. And I wasn't really confident when I was stepping up to go and take the penalty. I was just asking myself, can I do this? Can I actually do this? Can I actually do this? Can I actually do this? And you guessed it, guys. I missed that penalty. I missed. And there was a different situation. This was last year, actually. And we were playing a game. It was a tournament, and we were playing one of the best teams in the city. And we got a penalty. We got that penalty, and I was like, give me the ball. I'm taking it. So this was the difference. For me, it was like, one thing I was telling myself after the first penalty that I had missed, I was like, I'm never going to take penalties again. I had said that. So that demonstrates how weak of a mindset I had. But then eventually I told myself, hey, you have to get out of this. And I went there and actually picked my spot, and I was confident. I was like, I'm scoring this. I was just like, I'm scoring this. And guess what? I actually scored, because I was more positive, I was more calm and relaxed, I was more composed, and that just demonstrates the productivity of thinking positive, what thinking positive can actually do for you, right? So yeah, with that said, guys, I hope when you are in a situation of pressure, and you don't panic. I hope that you'll have better results, especially when you're in a pressure situation. And just remember these 2 things: just be calm, be positive, and focus on what you can control. What you can't control is the goalkeeper, how good he is. What you can't control is the status of the field and stuff like that. Those all other excuses that are gonna come with it. You can't control that. But what you can control is this: how you think, how you prepare yourself for the penalty. You can control that. And with that said, guys, don't forget to check out Athlete Mentality. I'm also gonna link down this post in the description. Massive shout out to Athlete Mentality. Don't forget to leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know as well, how have you handled situations of pressure? How have you managed to thrive even if you failed? What do you think you could have done wrong? Let us know all that in the comment section down below. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Love.